Falling away, we chose to let it go. We lost the strength to fight for love far too long ago. Separate ambition, power and will, sins of omission, a hole too big to fill. Well-worn line, we knew what not to say. Keeping it short and bittersweet, we turned and walked away. There's no decision too hard for the heart. Frightening precision in war and art and love. In war and art and love.
Good morning, everybody. Today I want to do you an update on relay riders. Yes, it's 2017, so that means there'll be a 2017 relay. I'll start by explaining relay riders a little bit if I can. I'm sure some of you would have seen previous vlogs on it by me. But basically what it is, it's a 2-week event that takes part nationwide all over the UK, where one rider slash group of riders will set off from a start point, ride into a destination point and hand over the mascot to another rider, another set of riders to continue the relay. It's all done for charity, of course. This year it's in aid of Soldiers Off the Streets, a brilliant charity. This day and age, unfortunately, there shouldn't be any sort of veteran living on the streets. You know, they should all be in safe accommodation. And the streets out here, certainly around Manchester, not safe at all. So yeah, it is a very good cause and something I think, you know, more people could get involved in. If you can, you know, if you can raise just a few quid to help them, that's absolutely brilliant. The relay itself raises money through a variety of means. First of all, it's £5 per bike, which I'm sure you'll all agree is perfectly reasonable. They also have merchandise. I'll leave links to the Relay Raiders page, to the Facebook page, to the merchandise page and everything below. Merchandise is really good quality, I can quote for that. That's things like t-shirts, sweatshirts, beanie caps, bike decals, things like that. It's run by a fantastic group of people, a lot of whom I ride with regularly, and I've become good friends. So if you're looking, another thing, if you're looking for people in the biking community near you, relay riders is a really good start point for yourself, because you'll see, once the routes are prepared, you'll see all the local riders in your area. You better see their legs, what they're doing, and of course you can join them as a support in any of those legs, or you can lead one of those legs. In regards to the homelessness with soldiers and veterans, I've actually been asked a couple of times now, when you're leaving the forces, don't you get resettlement? Yes, you do. But what I will say is the resettlement you get is not sufficient enough for what's needed. Basically, my resettlement consisted of 2 two-day courses at Catterick Garrison, in which I gained some pretty low-level MVQs. MVQs, yeah, fantastic, but they're not. They're not really designed to get you a job without any other experience. Unfortunately, you know, employers will look for other experience. There's also the financial strains of leaving the forces. Now, the forces obviously don't help you with that. The forces are strapped enough to supply equipment, get people to where they need to be, ensure the proper training for them whilst they're serving, to be able to do that. The financial side of it should fall towards the government. Unfortunately, successive governments have failed in that. So when you come out, you'll have multiple things going on. You've got a total life change. You need to find either a deposit for and rent, advance rent for renting a property, or you need to find a deposit for a mortgage. And what I will say about the forces, and this is one of the only things that sort of lets them down, is certainly within the non-commissioned ranks, they don't really teach you a sense of financial planning, things like that. So when you are coming out, you're going to be strapped, unless you've got a good family to support you at that time, which I luckily had. That is one of the reasons. That's definitely one of the reasons that could lead to homelessness. There's also no support once you come out of the forces for mental problems caused through things like PTSD. The state of mental health in this country, as I've said before, is shocking, and really needs to be looked at. The support people get, not just ex-veterans, but the support people get for mental health problems is not there. No fault of the NHS, I will say. I have said that before. The staff in the NHS, you know, the sort of nurse and doctors wise, are absolutely fantastic. It's all to do with funding, management, things like that have gone wrong over the years and never been corrected. But if you can all look at the links, guys, below, that'd be absolutely brilliant. If you can get involved, if you can take part in the ride, fantastic, and I'll see you there. If you can't get involved in the ride for any reason, if you're just listening to this vlog and you don't ride, why not still pop over to the donations page? Just drop a couple of quid in if you can afford it, because every little bit you can help us with helps it, and they'd be very thankful for that. But for now, guys, ride safe, take care, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.